Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be running through my top 10 books that I bought purely because they were extremely attractive to me. I'm sure it's something very understandable to most of you. First up we have something by Christopher Isherwood called A Single Man. You can see it's quite attractive. It's got a nice illustration on the front. And Christopher Isherwood I found through, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a movie with Matt Smith in it. Really good, I highly recommend it. The second book is this book on Beau Brummell. This book took me forever to find because I'm actually a big fan of history. So when I saw this, it made me think of horrible histories, Beau Brummell's and that. I was extremely excited by it, so I bought it immediately, and it's a huge bonus that it's an extremely pretty cover. It doesn't actually say anywhere I can find where the image is actually from, but I'd like to find it and buy it, even if it costs me £1 million. Now, here's my baby. It's Oscar Wilde. He's my absolute hero. I actually adore the man. This is lovely with like peacock feathers, and rather entertainingly, it's by Phoenix Poetry, and that entertains me because my name is Phoenix. And this is beautiful. It's all I love it so much. It's my baby Oscar. It's beautiful cover. It's wonderful. Next up, we've got another Isherwood. This one's Mr. Norris Changes Trains. You can see again with a really nice illustration. I think it's the same style as the one before. It's got this beautiful, effeminate kind of man, and I find him absolutely gorgeous, and so I bought this book, and I treasure it. And now we're getting into my beautiful hardback collection. Now this one is The Count of Monte Cristo. You can see it's a lovely hardback with some silver gilt kind of plating, lovely patterns on it. It's absolutely gorgeous, really thick, quite heavy, but absolutely beautiful. And of course again it's my baby, Oscar Wilde, and it's another peacock one which I'm quite entertained by. And this is the picture of Dorian Gray, which I haven't actually read yet because I've been too busy with school and other books, which is the life of someone who collects these things, We've got another gilt, this time it's leather bound with gold gilt on it. And this is The Time of the Angels, which is actually a book I have no idea what this book is about. It's some kind of book. It's by Iris Murdoch. If anyone's read it, you could send me a message to tell me what it's about, because I'd quite like to find out. It's got no blurb. But yeah, really nice patterns. Have a little crescent thing there. And now we're getting into really old books. This is one of the oldest books I own actually. It's Robin Hood. And you can see because it used to be red and now it's like really pink and faded, especially on the spine. It's pretty much white now. It's got this like delightful pattern on it, and it makes me feel very melancholy because it's all about Nottingham area, which is where I currently live. So it's my little home book. This one is Gulliver's Travels, which I'm sure you'll all have heard of because it's extremely famous. And this is it's painted canvas binding, and you can't really see it in this light, but it's a really nice kind of aqua, tealy, pastel blue. It's a nice colour, and it's got a nice little crest thing in the middle. Absolutely gorgeous design with different colours painted on, and the spine's actually gorgeous as well. Absolutely lovely big patterns all over it. Oh, I absolutely adore this book. I haven't read it yet, but I like looking at it, and that's half of the battle really. And next we have My Crowning Glory. It's got this nice little case on it to keep it safe. And isn't that nice? And again, peacocks. Now, going by the theme of all the other books I've shown you so far with peacocks on it, you might be able to guess who wrote this. It's Oscar Wilde, my hero again. This is Salome, which is one of the plays he wrote, one of my favourite plays by his actually. And I've read it before, but I found this in a bookshop for about 15 quid, and it's proper vintage, silk bound, peacock embroidery on it. I could not resist. I dropped so much money on this, but it was worth every penny because it's beautiful. Now this is my absolute favourite of all the books I own, because it's all iridescent and gorgeous. And if you ever find anything like this, you've got to tell me straight away so I can come to wherever you found it and buy the shit out of that book, because I would buy 1,000 of these 1,000 times over. And I'd kill people for money if that's what it took. That's how serious I am about books like this. So that's it. That's my top 10 books. I hope you've all learnt something. I'm not sure what you'd learn. And I hope you can get some recommendations from my list, because I promise you every book in there is quality, as long as I've read it. Otherwise I don't know. But I've read most of them, and I recommend most of them. So, peace y'all.